Hello, everybody. We're going to get started in just a minute here. Okay. All right, it's 5:30. We're going to go ahead and get started. If you can't hear me, would you please, put your hand up or, I see. Okay, thank you, Dan. Okay. All right, thank you all for coming. Welcome to the virtual reception for the 10th Annual National Juried Exhibition. This is the School of Art and Design's first virtual reception for 2021. And okay, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how tonight is going to go. First, I'll have a couple of housekeeping notes just to let you know what's going on. And then I have some announcements to make. And after that, I'm going to talk a little bit about this show and share some of the jurors' thoughts and about how he curated it. And then after that, I have a video tour of the exhibition that I'm going to share with you. And that is about 13 minutes long. And then after that, I will announce the awards. So first of all, the housekeeping notes. This semester, we have decided to use Zoom as our platform for virtual receptions. If you were with us last semester, you know that we were using Microsoft Teams. So our platform is a little bit different. One thing I wanted to just let everyone know is that I would like you to be muted for the entire time of the presentation. However, if you have questions or you want to comment on something, feel free to put it in the chat. And then if I have time at the end of the program, I will try to address some of those things. And if we don't have time at the end of that, then don't worry, because whatever's in the chat box, I will try to email you back. Okay. And so if you will turn off your audio. Okay. Okay. Can everyone see me? Okay, good. Okay. Now, back to housekeeping. So besides being muted, this program is being recorded. So if you are interested in knowing more about something, or there's something that you wanted to remember, Don't worry about needing to take notes or write it down. It is going to be recorded, and I will have it turned into a YouTube video that will be on the Marshall University School of Art and Design playlist for the Marshall University YouTube channel. And that'll be up in about a week. Plus, I'll also put it on the website. So anything that you wanted to watch again and pause and take a closer look at, you'll be able to do that. Okay, so that's housekeeping notes and announcements. I have a few. First of all, there are 2 exhibitions open right now in the School of Art and Design. This one, the 10th Annual National Juried Exhibition, is open in the Charles W. and Norma C. Carroll Gallery in the Visual Arts Center that is in downtown Huntington. And the gallery is open Monday through Friday, but it's only open by appointment unless you go to school here. So if you want to come and see the show, it's really easy to do. All you have to do is call the School of Art and Design, and they'll help you set up an appointment to see the exhibition. The show is open through Friday, February 12th. So you have a little more time if you haven't been able to see it yet. It's a beautiful show. Now, there's another show on view that is in the Burke Art Gallery, which is in Smith Hall on the main campus of Huntington, of Marshall University. And that show is called Trace Elements. Trace Elements is a 2-person exhibition, and it is Monica Meller and Matthew Kalage. Also a really beautiful show, and it is open through February 19th. And there will be a virtual reception for that exhibition on Thursday, February 17th. And this will all be on the website too, so you don't have to worry about memorizing it, but just to let you know that this is coming up. That'll be at 5:30 p.m. and it should be a good show. We're going to have an interview with the artists. Now, the Burke Gallery is only open 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. However, if you want to get in there at a different time than that, you can email me at galleries@marshall.edu, and I'll be happy to set something up to meet with you there so you can see the exhibition. Or if you're an instructor and you want to take a class in there at a different time, just let me know and I'll be happy to make arrangements. Okay. And then finally, for students, if there are any students listening right now, there is a call for entries right now for the annual student juried exhibition. The call is open. It is a little different this year because the submissions are going to be online instead of in person. So there are a lot of ways that you can get to the entry form. There are hard copies in the Visual Arts Center on the 6th floor and the 1st floor, and there are some in the Art Warehouse and also the Burke Art Gallery. And if you go to the galleries part of the website and then just go to Artist Opportunities, you'll be able to find the entry form information. Okay, that's it for announcements. Now, on with the show. So a juried exhibition, in case you don't know, is one where artists submit artworks and then a juror or a team of jurors sometimes decides which artworks will make a good show. And the magic of that really comes when the juror starts to look at the works and think about what kind of things would make groups of them work together to make a cohesive exhibition. So in this exhibition, the artists had no theme that they were working with. The only thing that they knew was that their artwork had to be able to fit through an 8-foot by 8-foot door frame. So it was really very open, and the juror, when he got the work, all he knew was what the work looked like and the titles, how big it was, and what it was made of. We didn't tell him any of the names of the artists, so he didn't have any meaning to go on. He didn't have any artist names or biographies, so he really had to jury blindly and create an exhibition just purely based on the way that things seemed to work together visually. So The juror this year is Jason Franz, and he is an artist and living in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he is the founding director of Manifest. And if you don't know Manifest, it's really cool. It's an art space in Cincinnati, and they have galleries. They also have a building where they teach classes, and there are live figure sessions. So it's a wonderful space, and they have so many exhibitions. I don't know how they do it all, but Jason has a really good eye, and he has sent us a statement to talk about his curatorial process. And he couldn't be here tonight because it's his daughter's 16th birthday, and they're having a family celebration. But he wanted to make sure to extend congratulations to all of the artists and kindest regards. And he wishes that he could be here. So I just want to say a few of the things that he said in the statement. I'm not going to read the whole statement here, but the statement is available in the gallery. I'm also going to make it available on the website. So the first thing Jason said was, I'll just read a few quotes. The pleasure of opinion. It's a rare indulgence and honor to tell you, or to be asked to serve as a sole juror for an exhibition such as this 10th annual National Juried exhibition at Marshall University. Quote, selectivity matters. I've seen a lot of work in my time, serving as curator, producing exhibitions in the nonprofit world, and previously in working for a large art museum. Quote, not only are the final selections very good art, they're also quite interesting, and taken together, they tell a story. As simple as it may seem, the fundamentals taught to fine art and design college freshmen are critical to this process. After all, there's a reason they're considered fundamental. Consideration of form elements, color, line, shape, value, texture, and principles of design, harmony, variety, balance, proportion, economy, movement, and dominance really does play a role in an effort to achieve unity, a product in the case of this exhibition that seems to be more than the sum of its parts. Okay, so now I am going to show you the video tour for this exhibition. Okay.
Here we are in the Charles W. and Norma C. Carroll Gallery in the Visual Arts Center in Huntington, West Virginia. Now, what you're going to be seeing is a view of the gallery as though you were actually able to walk through it. And as we progress through this video, you're going to get a chance to look at the artworks up close and in the order perhaps that you might see them if you were actually able to walk through. First up, we have Three Vessels by Zane Pinson. Zane is a student at Marshall, and he's graduating this year. Next up, we have two works by an artist named Mikey Winsor. He's a painter. And this is a cabinet made in the mid-century modern aesthetic. The artist is Chase Markham. He lives in Huntington, and he learned carpentry from his grandfather. Joseph Morzuch made these 3 paintings, and because of technology, we get a chance to look at them in a really slow way as the camera pans across, and you'll get a chance to see some details that ordinarily you couldn't see, because if you got that close, well, you'd probably get scolded. So, one good thing, right? Joseph's paintings are really a good example of how you don't have to have interesting subject matter to make a beautiful work of art. Bowls and bags are interesting in their own way, but look at that. Did you ever think, if you're a painter, or if you've ever tried to draw anything, that it might be okay to let the edges go a little bit like that, and that the object wouldn't fall apart? It's the kind of painting that makes you look at everything in a different way. This is another set of vessels by Zane Pinson, and Zane is doing an interesting thing here, because he's taking found vessels and then applying graffiti images to them. Kelly Asbury painted this image in oil paint. Now, it looks like a watercolor, and for very good reason. The painting processes that she is using really are designed to use the white of the paper to act as a light source for the painting. She's also very interested in the look of fluidity in her painting as it relates to her content, which has to do with sensuality. Sarah Fox is a recent Marshall University graduate, and this painting is just fantastic to view up close like this. Look at those hands. Such a wonderful painter. Jian, Death of a Horse. This is a mixed media piece, and it's a really exciting piece in general, but when you get up close, you can really see all of the intense layering of mark. The surface is so exciting, and you can see that there are places at the edges of the work where the marks carry right over into the borders. More pieces by Zane Pinson. These two works are by an artist named Evie Richner, and Evie is drawing on top of photographs. Making really beautiful feather-like textures on top of images of people. Here we have a painting that is actually made on a tarp, and the painting is not stretched on canvas, so it's stretched on the wall, intensely layered, and really, really obsessive in the patterning. Really astonishing level of control, especially given the size. Here we have a drawing by Nicholas Ruth. Two photographs by Michael Haller. Michael is an alum of the National Juried exhibition, and Huntington, and Marshall. Two drawings by Christopher Troutman. They are beautiful drawings to view from a distance, and fortunately, because of technology, again, we get to have a slow pan and see things that, you might not notice about the drawings if you just looked at them quickly from a distance. These are drawings that really pay off when you pay extra attention to those small areas. He's doing an interesting thing with space. Sometimes you feel like you could walk right in, and then sometimes there are areas of flatness. Soraya Robinette is also a recent graduate of the School of Art and Design. And this piece is made with printmaking processes Phil Collins' Memory Vessel. David Hicks made this gigantic drawing, Long Division. It's a really incredible composition. It is so large, and it's actually 3 separate panels that work together as one. And here we have another piece by David Hicks, a drawing called Cycle, and a print by Kyle Schachter.
Okay. Everybody doing okay? Good. All right. So now it is time for awards. So let's see. Sorry, you got a little sneak preview there. So I'm going to go backwards in the awards. I'm going to start with third place. All of these awards were decided by Jason, in addition to selecting all of the artwork and even creating a map of where everything should go. He also selected the award winners. So, so starting in third place, we have the painting V by Kelly Asbury. And Kelly lives and works in Cold Spring, Kentucky with her son, Nathan. And she is also the operations manager for Learning Through Art, Inc. in Cincinnati. In her statement, Asbury is an oil painter whose work centers around notions of appetite and consumption, more specifically the consumption of sexual appetites and the allure of this primal driving force, as well as the sensual allure of the painting process itself. And then you can see Kelly's social media there. Okay, and then in second place is Evie Richner. Congratulations, and congratulations, Kelly. Congratulations, Evie. Evie is an interdisciplinary artist with a primary focus on drawing. She is currently an assistant professor at Austin Peay State University in Clarksville, Tennessee. Of her work, she says, "In my burial series, I explore personal loss and the memorialization of those who are no longer living. Each piece serves as a burial, but also a memorial. Working from photographs of deceased relatives, I am physically burying them in a shroud of hand-drawn feathers," end quote. So you can find Evie on the internet here. You might want to well, okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I just gave away all the secrets. Okay. try that again. Okay, so we have Kelly, and then second place is Evie. Okay, it looks like everything is working now. So here are Evie Richner's social media and website. And so you might want to take a picture of that if you want to take a look at that, or add her on Instagram. Okay, now, finally, first place. And first place is David Hicks. And David Hicks received an MFA in painting from Indiana University at Bloomington in 2008. Highly influenced by the old masters, Hicks takes a very classical approach to drawing the human figure and portrait. Of his work, Hicks says, "My drawings are metaphorical narratives of the human experience. I create multi-figure epic scenarios that explore interconnectedness in human relationships, consider cause and effect, probe deeper into identity, and question our contemporary notions of human independence and autonomy." Congratulations, David. And there are David's website and Instagram handle. Okay. And finally, the Juror's Choice Award goes to Joseph Morzuch for Enamel Bowl. All right. Okay. So there are Joseph's, well, there's his Instagram handle and his face. Joseph is an observational painter, or I guess he goes by Joe, is an observational painter currently residing in Starkville, Mississippi. In addition to his studio work, he is an assistant professor at Mississippi State University. In his statement, he says, "There is a sense of loss in something isolated, empty, or discarded. To engage with objects of this sort is to affirm their continued significance, regardless of condition. This is where the objects in my paintings operate metaphorically, representing the body, an individual, or most often myself. In this context, painting is a form of reanimation." Congratulations, Joe. And congratulations to all of the artists. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And let's see. Keep in mind that we do have another show at the Burke Gallery. And that, as I was saying, we have that reception coming up on February 17th. And I do have some comments in case you need to go. I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Alora McCullough is one of the faculty members here in the School of Art and Design. And she says, "Congratulations to all the winners." And she said, "Thank you for a fantastic tour of the exhibition." You're so welcome, Alora. Kelly Asbury says, "Thank you." You're welcome, Kelly, to everyone. And then Dan loves seeing everyone's work. Evie, you're so welcome. Evie said she loves seeing a tour of the work. I'm so glad to be able to do that. And Frederick, Bertolovich, the director of the School of Art and Design, says, "Congratulations to everyone." Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you again.